Okay, it is Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Monday, March 27th. Only, I don't know, probably 3 months left in school. That's all we have left, and then you can go to high school. Today we have a five for first time ever having a 5-question reach back. If you want to try it right now because you forget what you did, just press pause, try them again, see how well you do, and listen to the answers. Your first question says, what's the approximate length of x? Now, if you know that this is a Pythagoras question, you could start with the theorem a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Your a and your b are what are called legs. So therefore 10 squared plus x squared will equal the hypotenuse, which is c, or 12.6 squared. When we simplify this with BEDMAS, we're going to simplify our exponents. 12.6 squared, grab out the calculator, equals 158.76. Once you have that written, we now have a good algebra sense here where we subtract 100 from both sides. You get x squared equals 58.76. And if we square root both sides, the square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 58.76, let's take away 100 from this. The square root of that is roughly 7.7 meters, which is your answer. So if they had 7.7 or 7.6 or 7.66, give them a point. If they had anything else, they do not get a check mark for it. Your second question gives you 5 rational numbers. Chapter 2 was on rational numbers. Rational numbers are any fraction or decimal, either a improper fraction or a mixed fraction, or any decimal like a terminating decimal or a repeating decimal. Here we have 5 different numbers. It says write in descending order. So the first thing you want to do is take all of these and put them into the same form. You can either do all fractions or all decimals. We've all agreed in the past that putting them into all decimal form is the easiest. So negative 1.6 goes there. 16 divided by 9 is 1.7 repeating. So therefore, it's going to be negative 1.7 repeating for the decimal form. Then it's going to be positive 1.6. 8 divided by 3, I can do that in my head, but we'll just do it with the calculator. 8 divided by 3 is 2.6 repeating. Now, is it going to be a positive or negative? Because a negative divided by a negative is a positive, that will actually be a positive repeating decimal. And then our last one is simply 2.2 terminating decimal. So we've now changed them all into decimal form. In descending order means we start with the largest, which is 2.2. That's done. Oh, no, it's not. Our largest is 2.6 repeating. That goes there. Then 2.2, and then 1.6 repeating. That's our next largest. Then, remember, on the number line, the farther a number is from 0, the smaller it is. So the closer of the 2 to 0 is negative 1 3/5. So that's your next largest. And your smallest number out of all of them is 1.7 repeating. So that is the order you needed to rearrange your rational numbers in. It's a full point. Oh, I made a mistake somewhere. This is supposed to be negative 16/9, isn't it? That's the correct. Oh, and I was supposed to do, boy, I made lots of mistakes here. Negative 8 over negative 3 for this one. That's the correct order. 1 point for that question if they had them all right. Your next question is the addition and subtraction of powers or exponential forms. The first one says negative 2. It does not say negative 2 to the fourth. It says actually the opposite of 2 to the fourth. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. This will be a negative 16, not positive. Negative 3 squared is negative 3 times negative 3, which is positive 9. Take away any, you multiply 1 by itself as many times as you like, including 10 times, you still get 1. Negative 16 plus 9 is negative 7. And negative 7, take away 1, is negative 8. So your answer for question 3 is simply negative 8. 1 point for negative 8 as a solution. Next question is the multiplication of a monomial. Multiplication of a monomial by a trinomial. 2x times 3x squared, 6x cubed. 2x times negative 2x is negative 4x squared. And 2x times 1 is positive 2x. So the solution is 6x cubed minus 4x squared plus 2x. 1 point for question 4. And finally, your last one is the subtraction. When you subtract polynomials, we all agreed, Logan, the easiest thing to do is to add the opposite of the second polynomial. So in this case, if I change the second polynomial to its opposite, 2x minus 5 will become negative 2x plus 5. Gather like terms, 3x squared, negative 6x plus 6 is your solution. 1 point for question 5. So altogether, please put a score at a 5 and hand it back.